कितें जालें लास्ट फ्रायडे 30th ऑगस्ट म्हाका एक कंप्लेन येयलें कोण पेरंट्सान म्हाका फोन मारलो जी तेजी कॉलेजी भुरगीं वयताले मारगांव बस कदंबा बस तेमी घेतली तेजे चडले ती आनी कॉलेजी वचपाक पूण थिंगा ते बसीक ती जॅम पॅक आहली सामकी भरलो आहलोली आनी ते एक चेडो हॅरेस करपाक लागलो. तो चेडो हॅरेस केलो म्हण ते चेडो कॉलेजी पावलो म्हणटा ते पेरंट्सांक फोन मारले अशें जालें म्हणटा बसीक. आनी जेन्ना ते पेरंट्सान म्हाका सांगलें अशें जालां मागीर आमी तांकां पेरंट्सांक घेवन पुलीस स्टेशनार गेले. ते चेडवान सांगलें तें कितें ताका हॅरेस करताले त्या चेड्याक ताणें 2-3 फावट वॉर्निंग दिली. तो चेडो आयकना जालो. ते कंडक्टराक ताणें सांगलें रिक्वेस्ट केलें ताका थिंगा काड म्हूण. ते कंडक्टरांनी ताका कांय एक्शन घेवना आनी ते चेडो सारकें ड्रायव्हरा फाटल्यान आहलें आनी थिंगा कॅमेराय आहले. तरी आसतना तेजे कोणें कांय एक्शन घेवना. ताणें ती गोड पासून मारली. थंय सायडीन लोकूय आहलो. लोकांनी ताका एक्शन घेवना.
Could you elaborate what exactly happened, on which day it was, and what was the thing?
So this happened on Friday.
Okay.
That was and around 30th. That was
30th.
Friday.
Okay,
Yeah,
30th
Friday.
August. Okay.
Yeah, 30th August. And it's usually the time when I go to college. That is, I reach at KTC at 8:40 or 8:37, and then I board a bus which at KTC, that is an EV bus, Kadamba, which is a Margaon to Vasco local bus, which leaves KTC at 8:50 sharp. And it's always since it's a local bus, there are different students who are on the bus who going to PCC and Kamas and Ashram along with employees. So it's always jam packed. And when I say jam packed, I mean literally jam packed. So there'll be one person standing at the last step, till the door, squeeze in and shut the door. That jam packed.
So there won't be any space even go for the air to move in.
No, there won't be space. There have been times, before that also, I almost got my foot stuck in that lock when the door opens.
Your foot?
And yeah, my foot almost got stuck. It's that jam packed. You cannot even stand. You have to be on your your tiptoes. That's how packed it is.
But you have never asked the question, the Kadamba, the conductor or the driver, what is this?
Okay, so to get back to that, firstly, I honestly don't know what is the attitude these conductors have, especially Kadamba conductors. They have created this identity of themselves as, I don't know how to explain it, but people are conditioned to not pay anything to them because they treat people very badly, and I will not hesitate to say that. And I don't think so I'm the only one who's 90% of people traveling by Kadamba, students, whether employees, anybody who's going to work will agree to what I have to say because they treat people very badly and very rudely. And that is why people do not go to question them. People do not go to ask them questions. You rather just shut up and let it pass because you don't want to ruin your morning. That's I feel. If I had to speak for others as well, that would be my opinion.
So what was the incident that you went through?
So basically, I got on the bus and like always, there is no other bus at that time, and I have to reach college by 9. So it's become a habit to just squeeze in and get through till you reach college. And the same thing, I got on the bus and I was on the last step. So somehow I knew I would, the conductor would squeeze everybody in and I would reach somewhere at least near the driver's seat. And then there is this one guy whom I saw who was a bit suspicious. And I wanted to move ahead from him, just move away from him. So I managed to reach the driver's seat. And the conductor was like, just make way, just, squeeze in somehow. Like, don't keep your bags in your hands and make way for others. So somehow that thing happened, and he happened to stand next to me, right next to me.
Mm.
So since I knew, so apparently this guy, we've heard that he has been doing stuff, okay, which is inappropriate. I heard this from my colleagues and everybody, my friends. So I was alert. I was alert about it. When he entered, he directly with his elbow he started pressing hard against my chest, which I was very uncomfortable, okay, with that thing. And I didn't have not even an inch or half an inch to move. That is how stuck I was in that situation, and I could not move. I literally had to ask one girl on the side. I said, "Can you just at least move or turn so that I could reposition myself?" And I told this guy, I said, "Listen, you are too close. Just turn yourself, or just adjust, or just step one step at the back at least. If you can just move. If it's not possible to step back, just turn." He did not bother to listen. So that was the first time I told him. The second time, he seemed to come way too close. And the fact it was very suffocating at that moment, because somebody is actually pressing against you and so jam-packed. I told him the second time, I said, "Listen, you're too close. Just step back." Okay? I was pretty much assertive when I told him about it. He moved for a second, and then he got back to his position. So basically, he was standing in a way wherein his leg or his crouch was actually pressing against my hip, my left hip. And I was very uncomfortable. He was actually, he was aroused. That would be a term I would say. He was aroused and sexually aroused at that moment, and I could feel it. I told him, I said, "Listen, step back." That was at least like the third time I told him. And I was literally pushing him with my elbow. My elbow was in his, I would say, like pushing against his waist, trying to distance him from me. He's still pushing so hard against me. I don't know what was going on in his head. And I realized that he started acting very funny. His hips started moving up and down. And he started squeezing my thigh in between his thighs. That is when, honestly, I just froze at that moment. I didn't know what was going on. At least 10 seconds, I didn't know what to say. I could not speak out. I could not tell anybody on the side, because honestly, my brain actually stopped working. And at one point, somebody told me, "Just say something, say something." And that is when I happened to actually shout. Honestly, I feel that...
So you shouted in the bus?
I said it. "You're doing too much." It's been the third to the fourth time I'm telling you, "Move." You are doing it again and again. You know what you're doing. It's not that, you are just doing it. It just happened or something. You're purposely doing it.
And where was the conductor and all?
The conductor was right on the side, on the other. He was sitting on the next seat.
And he was listening to what you are saying?
Yeah, everything is happening, and the driver was next to me, like on my right, and nobody bothered to even turn and just look, okay, what happened.
Even when you said this to that guy?
Yeah, I'm saying this for at least now. I said this whole entire thing. I also told him, I said, "Listen, you think girls are dumb? They don't feel anything. You're just going to keep doing it, and we're going to shut our mouth." I said this, and then because nobody said anything, okay, then he's telling me, "Jaga nahi hai." I said, "Listen, jaga, everybody is not having place. But doesn't mean," I said, "even though you don't have place, you try to adjust, you try to, you at least try to make it not that uncomfortable for somebody who's standing on your side." He's telling me, "No, I cannot move." I said, "Move. There being no place is different from you actually, molesting somebody." And he was trying to say, like, "I did not touch you." And when he said, "I did not touch you," he meant hands touching. He is not trying to say that anything else is touching and stuff. So then that is when I happened to tell the conductor. I still remember I said this. I said, "Conductor, tu phone kitne sang." I said this whole thing.
You told this to the conductor?
I told the conductor. I said, "Conductor, tu phone kitne sang." He's doing too much. Just say something. And there were and so many people in the bus.
And what
nobody
the conductor
happened to
did?
say anything.
Did the conductor
The conductor just said, as far as I remember, the conductor did not say anything that would actually, make that guy, be alert or what. He just said, stay sure. That's it.
And kind
Like it was a very normal thing, like, just come on the side, okay, do not touch anybody. That was like very normalized thing of, that's how he made it look. And yeah, and then that's how my stop, I almost reached my stop, and I just got down from the stop, and yeah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah. And one more thing I would like to know is that, hello.
Yeah, I'm there.
One more thing I would like to know is that now, did you brought this to your notice to of your parents or college principal, teachers, or what?
As soon as I got down, I was actually in shock. I would say that. And then, yeah, my teachers, my principal, I did inform everybody. They were very concerned about it, and they started acting up on it. They called up my parents. We called up my parents and everything.
Oh, you have that ticket and all of that bus and all?
So that is another problem. He did not give me a ticket.
He did not give you a ticket?
He did not give me a ticket.
Why?
That is it. Just because people get down very, if the stop is close by, they do not bother to.
But you know the bus number?
Yeah, I managed to get the ticket from somebody who was there on the bus that day.
So
I got the bus number.
So there were friends of yours who were there with you.
There was somebody at the back whom I knew, and then I contacted this person, and that person happened to ask me that he didn't know that it was me who was happening to, and he said I could hear something happening in front, but I didn't know what exactly was happening.
What was the bus number?
The bus number, I do not have it with me right now, but it's not a.
But you are aware which bus it is?
Yeah, I'm aware of the bus. I'm aware of the conductor and the driver. I managed identify the conductor as well.
Okay. You have any message to the Chief Minister? What you would like to tell him? Because this is especially in regarding to girls. And when you talk about the Transport Minister or the KTC Chairman?
I would say that this is a very serious issue, especially with regards to buses. To keep in mind that most people going to college, going to work, they utilize the public bus transport services, and especially the attitude of these KTC conductors, bus conductors, it's very harsh, it's very rude. If you had to look at it from a psychological point of view, this morning hour is everybody's start to their day. And if somebody is ruining it for you, you're ruining the whole entire day. So you can't blame somebody to not work efficiently at work when somebody is actually ruining the start of your day. Secondly, they treat people like they are trash. They have this, I honestly don't know where they get this attitude from. What is it? Okay, I understand. It's, this morning hour. You're so stressed. It's a very tedious work to do. But there should be some way to handle this task or handle this work of, issuing the ticket or doing it. Because they feel like, they say, we don't have time for this, we don't have time for that.
They say like that?
They do. In fact, there was an incident wherein there was this student who did not have his ID card on him, and he had it in his bag. And the conductor says, and it's the same conductor. He says, can you show me your card? And the boy said, listen, my card's in the bag. I'll just take it out. He says, okay, fast. He just said, okay, fast. And the next second he says, okay, you're taking too much time, full ticket. I mean, what is this? Like, there are no PR skills at all. How do you expect people to, this is actually not, I feel it's unacceptable.
So,
and
one more thing.
The government actually has to work on this.
What is your take on women's safety or girl safety in buses, especially in Kadamba?
I feel, with regards to what happened to me, I feel there will be many other women who've gone through this, and the fact that this bus crowding thing is giving people the advantage. Because again, they're going to use the same excuse that the guy used, jaga nahi hai, there is no place. And they just want to push it under the rug. So maybe it is stick to the limit. If it says level standing, then it has to be level standing only. You just can't push people, and then you can't blame that, okay, you had to expect that to happen because everybody is touching and pushing to, against each other.
आणि त्या चेडवान ते गार्ड्स घेऊन असले इन्सिडेंट जायत जाता असले ह्या चेडवान आपले गार्ड्स घेऊन कंप्लेन केलें आनी ते भुरगे आमी पुलीस स्टेशनार गेले म्हणटकीर त्या पुलिसान PIन ते चेड्या हाडलो हाडून ताका भितर दवरलो आनी आमी ताका टायमींग दिल्लो पुलीस PIक ते आफ्टर 9:30 to 8:50 to 9 ती बस ताका एक्झॅक्ट टायमींग दिलो आमी 9:50 ती बस मारगांवसून सुटलेली ताका PIन ताका ताजे कॉन्स्टेबल KTC डेपो धाडलो आनी थिंगा वचून ताणें नंबर हाडले त्या टायमाचेर खंयची बस गेल्या ती आमकां 4 नंबर येयले आनी त्या फाटल्यान ताणें कंडक्टराकूय धाडलो पूण तो कंडक्टर न्हू जी बस आहली तो आमकां मेळोंक ना अजून मेळोंक ना सोदता आनी बस म्हणल्यार कितें ते बासी म्हणटा ती भुरगीं म्हणटा तांकां टिकेटूय दिना पयशे घेता टिकेट दिना सो ताका टिकेटूय ना जाली ती बासी खंयची ती आमकां सो अशें म्हणटा ते 80% हिंगा मारगांवसून मुवे येता तांकां टिकेट दिना पूण पयशे घेता.
सो आतां तुवें कितें केलें
आयज हांव गेलो खूब चोवपा येयलो कितली आसा कितें जाता तें आनी हांव तिंगचे बस सामकी पॅक आहली आनी ते बसीक पूण म्हाका टिकेट दिली तेमी आनी हांवें जाय तेन्ना विचारलें केन्नाय दिताय केन्नाय दिनाय सांगता ते आनी जेन्ना आतां आमी पुलीस स्टेशनार गेल्ले तेन्ना आमी ते ड्रायव्हर हेका कंडक्टरा आपय म्हणला आनी ह्याय सांगलें कित्याक ही रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कंडक्टर आहली कित्याक तेन्ना ते एक्शन घेवपा जाय आहलें त्या भुरग्याचेर ताका देंवोवपा जाय आहलो नाल्यार कितें करपा जाय पूण तो ओगो रावलो आनी हे चेडो हॅरेसमेंट करीत रावले ते मारगांवसून ते कॉलेजी पावपुसान
आयज बस पॅक आहली
आयज पॅक सामकी फूल पॅक आहली
मागीर इतली पॅक आसूंक शकता बस
इतली पॅक वचपा जायना तांकां फर्स्ट परमिशन मेळ्ळी ती पॅक वचपाक सो थिंगा ह्या टायमाचेर त्या कॉलेजी भुरगीं कितें वता तांकां टायमार पावपा जाय म्हण ती चडटात बसी कितेंय करून पूण ह्या टायमाचेर गोवोरमेंटान चिंतपा जाय कित्याक एडिशनल थिंगा बस दवरपाक आनी त्या भुरग्यांक हें रिलीफ मेळपाक ही एडवांटेज तो भुरगो आतां तेजी इन्क्वायरी जाली म्हणटकीर आतां ती भुरगीं सांगता हो भुरगो सदांच अशें करून करता तेगे आनीक इन्सिडंट आहाय दुसऱ्या चेडवांक करता पूण त्या चेडवान भिवून कंप्लेन करूं ना दुसऱ्या भुरग्यान चोयलां कित्याक हें आतां सांगता भुरगीं सो असली इन्सिडंट जायत जाता आसतली ह्या भुरग्यान हे आमकां इन्फॉर्मेशन तेणें गट्स घेवन सांगलां जेन्ना तूं कंप्लेन करता तांकां तो भुरगो तुका हॅरेस करता म्हणून आनी ताका कंप्लेन कांय एक्शन घेयना सो आयज PI कडेन मागलो आहा ताका आमी ते बसीचेर ते फ्रायडे ते बसी वयल्यान लास्ट आमकां एक टिकेट मेळ्ळी कोण भुरगो एक भुरग्याक वेर्ना खंय देंवलो ताका टिकेट काडून गेली ती बसी ती टिकेटूय आमी PI को दिल्ल्या त्या कंडक्टरा हाडचो आनी ती इन्क्वायरी जावची कित्याक तेमी एक्शन कित्याक घेयना ना त्या चेड्याचेर.
सो आयज जेन्ना तुमी बसींतल्यान येयले तुमकां कितें नदरेक येयलें
म्हजे नदरेक येयलें ती भुरगीं सामकी पॅक आसता जे आनीक एडवांटेज घेवपाचे थिंगा जायते आसतात असले भुरगे कोण आतां आनी तो कोण आहलो तो गोवन आसून तो अरेस्ट केलो तो गोवन न्हू तो कॉलेज भुरगो
दिसना हें KTC चेअरमॅन ट्रान्सपोर्ट मिनिस्टरान हें पळोवपाक जाय
ट्रान्सपोर्ट मिनिस्टरान हें चोवपाक जाय कित्याक हें सदांचेच आतां आमी आयज चोयलें जाल्यार आमच्या फाटल्यान पासून बस येता त्यो फूल येता